Good day everyone, I hope you are well. My name is Nick and it's ZXspectrum time. Yes, a review on the 48K of 1943, the Battle of Midway, published by Go in 1988. It's a vertical shooter converted from the original arcade game by Capcom in 1987. Now basically it's set in World War II versus Japan. We in control of the P-38 aircraft and we must get through all enemy ships and destroy the battleship at the end. The game also came out on the Amiga, the Amstrad CPC, Atari ST, Commodore 64 and the NES and a few other things as well. Now we're playing this in one player because I'm the only player here, what a surprise, and we'll see how this one plays. It's a sequel to 1942 which we reviewed quite a while ago, so here we go. It's a tester on the eyes immediately. It's a white craft on a white background, but at least they try to put a shadow on the back to try and make it stand out. Yeah, you really have to concentrate on this thing. Spectrum quite often had problems like this where everything was the same colour, and shoots 'em ups it's sometimes difficult to see what's firing at you. But one advantage is if you take a shot you're not dead immediately, and there's power every now and again. You'll see that bar below my RRRR on the right, which represent rolls. It's an energy bar rather than immediate destruction. So it's all okay, I'm not dying immediately, and there's a power up there which I think I might have lost straight away. If you had this game back in the day, let me know. Different times, game from 1988. It's well, I think it's the USA versus Japan really, but anyway, could be anything. If it was done nowadays, it would be Aliens to be more PC. But it's if we forget about that, it's a good vertical. Well, it's an okay vertical scroller shooter. If the colours were redone, I think it'd be epic. At the moment, it's a little bit struggly. But anyway, as shooters go, it's not bad. Not bad. In your face, player 2. Look at my score and look at player 2's score. Ha ha ha. He's getting a well thrashing. Now, if I don't do very well, because I want to get off level 1 at least, I will put a poke in it for infinite power to see what there is worth doing. But this isn't a walkthrough. There are never walkthroughs on this channel. It's all about having a laugh, about easing stress, and more importantly, seeing what the game would have been like on your first and second go. How difficult would it have been? Would it have been worth persevering to try and get to the next stage? What bits were you missing? And would you have liked the game if you'd had it, or if you bought it with your pocket money, or would you have absolutely hated it? I wouldn't have minded this one back in the day. It's not the best shooter in the world, but it's doing everything fine. I would have preferred Flying Shark, but that's just me. They're probably equally as good from a coding point of view. The ship's moving quite quick as well. Scrolling is great. Now, visual contact with surface forces confirmed. Right, so I'm not doing too bad. I've got off that first bit while talking at the same time, which is always a bit of a struggle when you're commentating. So let's go. He's lost the way to talk. Was he playing when he was commentating, or was he just saying a load of blah? He was saying a load of blah. If you're liking the channel and haven't done so far, please consider subscribing. That helps me a great deal. If you want to help it, it does struggle every now and again financially, well, myself in particular. But if you want to help it continue, because it's quite often in the balance, please consider becoming a member. Starts off quite cheaply, but anyway, click on the membership button, join. Doesn't commit you straight away, but there's a video from a chap in a hat which tells you a little bit what it entails, what it's about. You get access to the members section and so forth. So here we go. Keep flying that plane. Big nose. That's what we always say. Now, what's the? You can roll the plane, and that's trying to avoid getting hit, obviously. And there's smart bombs as well you can do if you pick those up at the point to blitz everything on the screen. Those boats are pretty problematic. Let's try and stay between both of those. This is where I'm going to have a bit of bother. Try and avoid getting shots. They're firing snooker balls at us, I think, rather than missiles. Who'd have thought? Energy's looking a bit low. Yeah, game over, wear a pullover. That's the old phrase. Right, I will put a poke in now, so we'll at least get off the full level 1. Published by Go. I think that's US Gold, really. 1988. Arcade cabinet, Capcom. 87. Capcom did quite a few good games on the arcade. Offensive target, may you fight bravely. Well, we've got no chance. We're in this narrow strip. Doesn't scroll left and right. There's a couple of rolls there which I completely and utterly wasted just to show off that I can fly this plane. Let's go. Yeah, influenced quite a lot of games that were to come, these ones. 1942 and 1943. There wasn't a 2001 unless there was unless that film you're counting. Yeah, but if this has got redone with aliens, then we're cooking. So most shooters are either aliens, aren't they, or World War II. I don't know what else you can do. There's like animal-related ones: a Pidgeot on the Commodore Amiga, and Agony on the Commodore Amiga. There we go. Can't immediately think of some animal ones on the Spectrum, but I'm sure there might be some. It might be that I've already reviewed them. But this is a good power-up I picked up. The stuff's going everywhere, and I shouldn't lose this now because I've got infinite energy. You see the energy bar not going down. If you have completed this one legitimately, let me know. I'm getting the sense with a bit of practice, get your Spectrum eyes on with the colour. It's doable. It's not ultimately super difficult, I think, with the practice there as a kid. I've reviewed this game already on the Commodore Amiga, but a long time ago. I think when the channel was just maybe getting started, only been up a year, so check out that review if you want. I might not sound quite as me because I've developed my style as I go along. And that's what happens. Once you've reviewed a couple of thousand games, your style is going to be a little bit different. You're going to be a little bit more confident than what you started out on. But I'll keep those videos there. Quite often we revisit a game where my sound wasn't particularly good at the start. Right, that's that plane gone. Go! So, yeah, I hope you're having a good day. This is to defeat stress, these games. Have a bit of a laugh. Doesn't take itself too seriously. If you want a bit of a binge watch, if you're in bed ill or you're feeling it a bit, maybe consider catching a live stream every now and again. But, you know, they're all in the playlist if you want to binge watch them through in the background there or in the foreground. You go on the main channel page and click on playlists. There's ZXspectrum, Commodore Amiga, Mega Drive, Commodore 64, Game Boy Advance. There's lots of stuff there. Even my own attempt at comedy. Well, there we go. The Random Wednesday question. I've done that for quite some time. It was a bit of indulgence. It didn't get viewed that much. But it's not all about views, is it? It's all about having fun. If it entertains a few people, then hooray. Hooray, hooray. Oh, if you blast those airplanes out of the sky. Out of the sky, fly. Superfly guy. Gonna buy a hairdryer. Superfly guy. I don't think that was the official word. Superfly guy. S-Express. Great band from the 80s. Hey Music Lover. They never sang about 1943 though, which is they should have done. Should they? I don't know. Should they? Wait, Nick, how are you making these links? How does your brain work? You yeah. Maybe I'm overworked. Maybe I'm going crazy. But who cares? The sea is like white here, or is it snow? It must be sea because there's boats on the thing, unless they're ski boats. There must be a lot of salt or lots of surf going on. Right, now we're getting further than we did before. Let's blast these boats. Let's destroy these cannon things. They sound like a bit like someone hitting their ruler against the desk at school rather than a missile, but it is a ZXspectrum 48K with its like a blipper chip. See what it can do there. Right, I think we need to destroy all those cannons on that boat or we're doomed. Or can we just avoid them? Maybe let's just try and avoid them, perhaps. You can't shoot us because we'll, you know. I like that side graphic, that's pretty good. It looks like it's nailed on, doesn't it? Or some bolts along the side. Right, has that done it? Maybe I had to destroy those. I think we might have to destroy those to actually do it, or it might be game over. Yeah, initial attack unsuccessful, mission aborted. So yeah, despite I've got the cheat on, or the poke for infinite energy, you do have to take everything out on that boat at the end, or you're doomed. Do I have to do the whole level again now? Surely it comes from a save point, surely. Oh man. Do your did-dears. I'll leave it with you now. You keep did-deering and I'll try and concentrate on completing this thing. Right. Fire. Get past these boats. And we will do. Boats or stoats. I prefer attacking boats. Stoats wouldn't have been a very good choice. Right, come on. Take this plane. It's the P-38 aircraft. Possibly used in the Battle of Midway. So it's based very loosely on real-time events, although I think there was more than one plane against all Japan's forces. Right. 1943, the Battle of Midway. We're battling. Apparently this was a turning point in the war, they say. My history is not very good there. I know a bit about what was going on in Europe. My knowledge of the Japan and the USA not too much. They're beyond Pearl Harbor, of course. But yeah, let's not dig down into that sort of stuff. This is a game that could have been boosted, but based on anything. But they've used that. They've used historic stuff. You know, you're limited for historic stuff if you're doing a shooter. You've got Henry VIII going along with a bow and arrow. That would have been a rubbish game. Henry VIII twang. Right, I got that last one. That should be it. Is that it? I didn't get that last cannon. Is that? Oh dear, I don't know. I think I failed again. Oh no! Initial attack unsuccessful. Mission aborted. Right, this will be my very last go of this, and then we'll leave it there because you've pretty much seen how the game plays. You'll know if you want to play it again. Would I played it again as a kid? Yes, because well, it's a vertical shooter. It's quite easy to understand, and even without the poke on it, you're not getting killed straight away. And I would have, you know, seen some progression there. I only say that because I played Flying Shark a lot, and that was a similar sort of thing. Right. What do I prefer, this or Flying Shark? Flying Shark, but only because probably it's got all the nostalgia there of me having played the thing. Didn't own 1943. Played 1942, I think, a few times, but not a great deal. This is better than 1942 graphically. Looks like a more professional sort of game. But 1942, you know, shooters for shooters. Right, okay. If it was a space one, it would have had like a normal black background, wouldn't it, there? And then everything's really easy to see then. So you're always up to a challenge when you've got to try and include a detailed background as they did here. It doesn't look like the sea, but I suppose it's close enough. You know what's going on. It's acceptable rather than it just being blue. So it's two colours. Right, we've got to take out all of these now. Let's go left and right. Create myself some space. Right, they're going to fire over there. Create myself some space. We need to get both of these. Create some space. Right, that's it. They're all blown up now. Surely that's mission successful. Mission successful. Take 2. Round clear. Bonus. Hooray! Offensive target. May you fight brave. So there you go. On to level 2 there if you want to do the whole thing. So I think we'll leave that. Actually, let's do a bit more. I was going to leave it there. Shall we leave it there? No. Let's shoot a few more things. See if anything else interesting turns up. Right, die planes die. So it's the set planes coming down. Well, that looks a bit different. And occasional big plane to turn up. Hello, big plane. If you are a big plane, then comment below. Yeah, I think there's a massive ship at the end of this stage. Maybe it's worth trying to get to that then. Right. See, there is a bit of addictiveness then. I was ready to finish it, and then something else interesting turned up, and I thought, yeah, I want to see that as well. Just thought of a game where you're flying animals. Dragon Spirit, that was it. Although it's a fictional dragon thing. There's a horizontal one called Thanatos, I suppose, as well. Good game, that Thanatos. I'd played that before this one. Bit more gentle, large sprite. Right, hang on. Right now, the waves of attacking are getting more advanced now, so it's getting more tricky as you go forward. The first plane's just going straight down the screen. This time they're going diagonally and rotating round. Whoa, what's that thing? It's a big airplane. Oh, fancy flying that thing. Can I destroy it? It's in smoke. It's in smoke and it's gone. It's gone. I hope they parachuted out okay. I don't think this is very accurate with the Battle of Midway, but anyway. Kapow, kaboom, kabim, kasplash. Right, come on. Just fly the thing. Haven't got any rolls left. You can see there's no R's. Right, this looks like something good. Oh, I thought something big was going to turn up then. Right, here we go. Visual contact with surface forces confirmed. Commencing attack. Go to attack formation. Oh, it's a big plane. It looks like that's not flying. It's based on the ground. That's the biggest plane I've ever seen. Right, that's 1 bit in flames, 2 bit in flames, 3 bits in flames, 4 bits in flames. They can't fly it too much longer. I'm past the thing. Yay! Bop 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 bop. See you later, alligator. Offensive target, may you fight brave. So it just goes on in that sort of like vein, really. So hope you liked having a look at that one. I didn't mind it. It was okay. Not a stellar game, but it does everything it should do. So I hope you liked having a look at that one. That was 1943, the Battle of Midway, published by Go in 1988, converted from the arcade game from Capcom in 87. Got any comments about this game, similar games, or anything retro, then please put that below. You're always more than welcome. Until next time, take great care of yourself, and a very fond goodbye.
Goodbye.